let us know. You know, you got Inspector Taylor from Community Affairs, myself, I know you're not expected, and then the 70th Precinct, the CO, the 61st Precinct, all your commands.
Great. Everybody's around.
Make sure they know.
Great.
All right, that's the Chief of Community Affairs, Jeffrey Madry. Members of the NYPD stopping by a Jewish religious shop in Brooklyn. The officers mingling with the community as part of an effort to reassure residents that the NYPD is committed to securing the community's safety. This after a rise in anti-Semitic crimes across the country. Yitzi Gruen is the owner of the shop in the video. He joins us now live on our program. Thank you so much for coming on today, Yitzi. Our panelists, Melanie Burkholder and Ted Harvey, are here as well, so we're all excited to hear your story. If you don't mind, just talk to me about the moment when you saw the NYPD stopping by and reassuring they were going to be looking out for those in your community.
Sure. Well, first of all, good morning. Thanks for having me on. It's nice to be on live on TV Max. It was very reassuring. It was really nice that he came by. They let me know that he's going to stop in and give us some assurance about what they're doing for the community. And the chief came in and made his presence known, and we felt very, very comfortable with him coming in. It also meant a lot to us that he took the time to come out to the local stores because, you know, sometimes we feel like maybe we're not heard, maybe the police don't recognize us. But when the chief comes in, it's kind of like the boss coming in, and now all the employees of the local NYPD who always do a great job, but now they'll pay attention and say, hey, if the boss came by, it must mean a lot to him, and therefore we're going to put some extra eyes on the area. And that made us feel very reassured. We were very happy it came by. We were honored.
Yeah. Hey, you know it's a big deal when the chief stops by. But talk to me maybe not as positive of a story. Of course, the reason behind why we're seeing more policing going on following these anti-Semitic attacks that we've seen recently. Yitzi, have you seen some in your community specifically? Are you concerned about why we're seeing this violence?
So we've seen a big surge in the attacks. They're not just anti-Semitic, they're anti-Semitic. They're also against African Americans, against Asians. We see them all over the neighborhood. We've definitely seen a big increase in it. We've had a few months ago, there was a shooting, which we almost never have in the area. There was a shooting of two African Americans from a different area on Avenue M, and they shot, and unfortunately, one of them passed away from it. There were other shootings in the neighborhood as well. So we're seeing a big increase in crime in general, and anti-Semitic as well with everything that's going on. So we've seen a lot of that going on. And it's all over. It's on our Brooklyn area. It's all over New York. Riverdale had the synagogue. It was on the news that they had thrown bricks into the synagogue, a mentally disturbed person. So we've seen a big increase in that all over the neighborhood.
Yeah, you're talking about specifically in Brooklyn there in New York. But Ted Harvey, you know, we've seen these instances, these videos, and for social media, we're able to be aware of how often these incidents happen, these hate crimes, quite frankly, these attacks on Jewish Americans as well as Asian Americans. You know, this is an issue that seems to be only gaining steam right now, unfortunately. Ted, how is this going to be fixed?
Well, I think a lot of it is stemming from what we're seeing in the media and what we're seeing from the Democrat Party that is trying to send out a narrative that our society is racist and we are divided based on race and based on religion. And we can't have that be the narrative in this country because that's not who we are. We respect all religions, we respect all colors, and that's what made our country great. And unfortunately, the Democrat Party right now is trying to divide us as much as they possibly can for their own political gain. And when you have de Blasio shutting down churches, shutting down synagogues during the coronavirus pandemic, and then you have the police not being able to enforce the laws because they're defunding the police in New York, you can't be surprised that crime is going to be going through the roof. And that's what we're seeing in all of these cities across the country.
Yeah, Melanie, at least in this instance, you know, again, the chief of police stopped by. You've got the other officers who are looking out for possible violent actors in the community. How important is the role of the police when it comes to making sure that these communities are safe?
Yeah, Emma, I think this is a beautiful example of what community policing outreach actually looks like. I live in a city where we have a current sitting council member who is under recall, partially because she wanted to use our police for community policing of restaurants that were perhaps open during the shutdown. So displaced use of public resources is not a good way to go. It's not a good look, and it's not serving her well. So I think I commend the NYPD for what they're doing, and I appreciate that they're protecting vulnerable individuals, particularly of those who Yitzi spoke of. So it's an important piece, and we appreciate when common sense prevails and NYPD is leading the way.
Yeah, again, it's so sad to see the videos circulating online of the hate crimes, but I'm glad we get to share that positive one again in Yitzi's store there of the NYPD coming out, getting to know the people in the community. That's always so important. Thank you. Yitzi Gruen joining us on the program. We appreciate it so much. Thank you. Our panelists, absolutely.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.